Good evening, everybody. My name is Niki Whiting, and I am a superstar diamond and also the founder of Beatnik Dynasty. We are extremely excited that you are in our Shine On and Sparkle for Diamond at Summit, and we are hopeful that after going through the training for the next 4.5 weeks, we'll see lots of shiny diamonds popping up just in time for one of our biggest annual events with Beachbody. So we're going to kick this thing off. I will be the one to do it this week. This is our first call. You're going to have a call every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tonight's topic is all about the leadership ladder. So we're going to focus on how to find the leadership ladder if you're not familiar with it in your online office. What does each kind of rung mean, and how do we get to that point? So it's nice to see, there's a success starter or business starter, there's a team builder, there's a team leader, organizational leader, and all that kind of stuff. But unless we know what it means, it doesn't do us much good with the business. So that is going to be my job with you today. And I am going to be screen sharing with you just to show you some things along the way. And hopefully you take something away from this presentation. So without going much further, I am going to go ahead and screen share with you guys. So hang tight just one second. And let me flip screens. Here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this screen share. So hopefully you guys can see me or see the slideshow. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to talk benchmark goals, because a lot of times we talk about diamond and the importance of diamond, but we also want to talk about the benchmarks that get us there. And the leadership ladder is something that Beachbody is really starting to implement as far as how they recognize leaders, how they recognize success in the business. You're going to start seeing it a lot as far as leaders recognizing people on leadership boards, how they're recognized at big events like Summit. We're going to start having parties there that are more focused on the leadership ladder versus just Success Club. So, in order for you to be a part of the leadership ladder, you have to be hitting Success Club. So that would be a non-negotiable as far as that. But anyways, we have benchmark goals, okay? And so a lot of you have goals, but what does it mean to have benchmark goals? The leadership ladder, okay, is going to be found in your coach online office. So you are going to go to teambeachbody.com and sign into your account, or you can go to beachbodycoach.com and sign into your account from there. And once you pop up to the main screen, you're going to see that Success Club box. So if you guys want to do that while you are on this call, if you haven't already, we can kind of walk through it together. You're going to see the Success Club box with the Success Club qualifications pop up. Above that are tabs, and it's right in the middle of the page. You're going to click on the tab that says Leadership Ladder. So success does not mean rank. What does that mean exactly? Okay, so we're going to talk about these benchmarks and we're going to break them down by each rung. But this is the way that you can kind of establish some business goals outside of just your rank. So you're seeing all of the different rungs on the ladder: business starter, team builder, team leader, organizational leader, and executive leader is the top rung on the ladder. So you can look at how they're broken down. Each month, you're going to be looking at commission, Success Club, your highest paid rank, how many personally sponsored coaches have at least one Success Club point on the board, your weak leg volume. So if your power leg, you have a leg that has more volume than the other on your left and your right leg. Whichever one is your weaker leg, that's going to be your weak leg volume. And then your personally sponsored team leaders that you have of your own. So within the business starter, some of the activities that you're going to see are, or that you need to be doing in order for you to be hitting, is connecting with people that you already know and getting on social media. okay? That is the easiest thing you can do to really become a business starter in this business. The only thing needed is for you to have $100 in commission a month, and then Success Club 5, and your highest paid rank just has to be coach. It doesn't even have to be emerald there. So you have 100 bonus points in commission, Success Club 5, and then your coach status. So the other thing you need to be doing is running a challenge group. Guys, it's so important to be running a challenge group. They are the backbone of my business. I am always inviting people to the challenge group. I'm always getting coaches started with a challenge group. And they need to be adding their customers to challenge groups. So always be running a challenge group. Connect 3 people to challenge packs every single month. You guys, if you strive to hit 3 new people and invite them and get them on board with a healthier lifestyle with a challenge pack, where they're going to start with their nutrition, their eating, and a program, you're going to hit Success Club every single month. So just make that a priority. I'm going to find 3 new people to help this month. 10 minutes of personal development a day. I don't care who you are, you need personal development. You can think that you don't. I thought that I didn't. In the beginning, I kind of put it off thinking, oh, I don't really need that. You need it. Trust me. It gives you something to talk about with your team. It gives you something to talk about on social media, and it fills your mind with something positive. You're going to do 2 weeks of success training. Okay, so you can do success training if you want. You can listen to weekly national wake-up calls. So that's something that you might want to do. Attend training and live events. Super Saturday, Summit, team calls. You guys, these are non-negotiable. You need to be getting on wake-up calls. You need to be getting on team calls like these. You need to be attending live events. Get yourself on the wait list at Summit. Get yourself on the wait list for the Success Club trip. You know, find a Super Saturday near you when it's popping up. Those are quarterly events that are held. Your team is going to duplicate what you do. Set business hours and stick with them. Okay, so give yourself business hours so you don't drive yourself crazy, and stick with them so that you can get things done in the amount of time that you need to. Share your before and after on social media, which we had you do today. Post workout pictures on social media and share recipes. Invite friends to taste Shakeology. So those are just some options for you if you are striving for business starter. If you have coaches striving for business starter in the business, these are some things that you can have them doing. Next is team builder. Okay, so we're moving up on the leadership ladder. The goal here is to have $250 a month that you are bringing in. You need to be emerald and above. So there's emerald and rubies are usually team builders. Hitting Success Club 5, of course. Personally sponsored coaches with at least 1 point. You have to have 2 of those. And your weak leg volume has to be at least 200 on that weaker leg. You do not have to have any team leaders at that time. So if you want to be a team leader or a team builder, what do? We continue each coach activity. We start to develop additional relationships with people that you already know. Start to focus in your challenge groups. Focus on your customers and those results, you guys. Those are the best place for you to find really great coaches. Host your own challenge groups. Do not depend on your upline to be hosting a challenge group for you. Sponsor new coaches and get them started. Enroll in a push group by your upline diamond or star diamond. So you guys that are in here right now, pat yourselves on the back for that one. Schedule a power hour and bust it out every single day. If you guys need examples of a good power hour, I'll be more than happy to share some examples of that in the group. Talk about your personal development books on social media. Okay, so I talked about that when we were talking about the first rung. These personal development books give you so much to talk about with your followers. And recognize your coaches for hitting Success Club. Guys, if you have people hitting Success Club, getting points on the board, give them recognition. So many people, their love language is words of affirmation. So give them that recognition. It's an easy thing to do. Next rung, team leader. Okay, so now your goal is to have $1,000 a month in income. Some of the benchmarks for team leader are the commission of $1,000, Success Club 5. Of course, you need to be diamond So you guys are Star Diamonds. So you guys right now are pushing for team leader. Your personally sponsored coaches with at least 1 point. You should have 4 of those. Your week leg volume must be at least 5,000. And your PS team leaders, you do not need those as of yet. So you're going to continue to do the coach and emerald activities. You're going to develop coach and business builders. Okay, so now you're working towards getting those business builders in your downline. Co-host business opportunity webinars. Okay, so if you have, and ignore this TVAS, it's not anything that we need. We have our own business opportunities, but you're going to be co-hosting your own at that point. Okay, and so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is I want for you guys to start thinking about who could you co-host a business opportunity webinar with, or who could you do maybe a live event with, okay? The live Facebook videos right now are great. So you can hop into events or into a page and post those live videos, and that's such a great thing to have. It's a great tool and you need to implement it. Start to lead training videos in groups, okay? If you guys are diamond and above, it's time for you to start thinking about how you want to train your team specifically. You don't always want to be leaning on people to run these groups for you, okay? It's nice that we have them. It's nice that your upline provides it, but you grow when you step outside of your comfort zone. Okay, you want to have a good onboarding process. So if you are setting your coaches up correctly is basically what that means. You don't want to throw them into a group and not tell them anything that's going on. You want to send them a welcome email. You want to be talking to them after they finish their training. You want to get on a getting started right call with them, all that good stuff. Participate in one-on-one calls with your upline. Recognize and tag team members on social media. Recognition, again, is huge. Engage and promote Success Club and Challenge Pack promotions in the team page. You should be giving your team what the Challenge Pack promotions are every month in your team page if you have one. Message your coaches for a job well done and just give them a pat on the back. Recognition again. Organizational leader. Okay, so now you guys need to be looking ahead, all right? These are 2 to 4 star diamonds. And in order to be an organizational leader, your goal would be to have $2,500 a month in income, Success Club 5, personally sponsored coaches with 1 or more points is 6. Your week leg volume at that point needs to be 15,000. And if you can do the math there, that would be a really good amount of income coming in there just from week leg volume. And your personally sponsored team leaders, at this point, you need 2 of them. So you're going to continue to do everything that you've been doing previously. And on top of that, you're going to start branding your team. Okay, it's really important for you guys to start branding your team. What do you want it to look like? What do you want it to feel like? What do you want the vibe to be? The other thing is you have the opportunity to attend a new leader conference. So that's something that you guys want to put on your vision board as well and really look into, because that is game changer for new coaches. I want to say it was Bonnie Engel who came as like a new 2-star to the new leader conference, and by the next year she was top 10. So you guys really just have to see the vision there and make it a part of your vision board and get yourself there. And use the strength of your team leaders, you know. Start to engage with your leaders and ask them to do things for you and for the business. And now you're starting to have multiple business centers. So for you guys who don't know, once you hit 2-star, you're able to open up your next business center as yourself, which is really cool and a great way to maximize the compensation plan. And last but not least, 5 to 15 star diamonds are shooting for executive leader. The goal of $8,500 a month. Success Club 5, 8 coaches with 1 or more SC points on the board. Your week leg must be 50,000 in team volume, and you must have 4 team leaders of your own. At this point, you are training coaches to train their coaches. Duplication is key. You're getting on one-on-one calls with the top 1% of your team. So those top leaders you should be talking to often. Evaluate your team by the amount of volume you're producing each week, the amount of Success Club points that's trending. And delegate tasks, you guys. Once you get to a certain point, you really want to be delegating. You can't have everything. You can't hold it all and do it all. Starting to think about team activities and retreats and getting together at Summit. Attending the Beachbody Leadership Retreat in the fall, which is one of my most fun, the most fun Beachbody retreats as far as I'm concerned. Starting to publicly speak and getting yourself familiar with that so you're not afraid of calls and doing these kind of calls yourself. Using the corporate sales team from Beachbody to help you and get on calls with you. Share your team culture and vision, and just really start to goal set with yourself and with your team. So the FAQ, your leadership ladder is going to be blank the 1st to the 5th of the month. You can see all of your PS coaches who have Success Club points in your sponsorship drill down report. So you're going to go to My Business, My Drill Down Sponsorship, or My Downline Sponsorship Drill Down Report. What if I'm a 2-star diamond, but my rung says I'm a team leader instead of organizational leader? Then you're missing one of the benchmarks, okay? So if you have less than 4 PS coaches with 1 SC point, or your weak leg is, lower than that benchmark, it just means that those goals need to be things that you're shooting for, since you need to hit that rank benchmark. And that is it. So let me switch this screen back. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I feel like you should be able to see me at this point, so let me just make sure that you can. Okay, there we go. And that is really the basis of the leadership ladder, but you will not understand it unless you go in and you try to make yourself aware, you try to educate yourself, and you talk to your team about it. Your team needs to know the importance of it as well. So that is that. I hope that you guys got all the information that you need. Thank you for joining us for night 1 of the Diamond Training Group. And if you have questions, we will be hosting the live Q&A on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will be there to answer all those questions for you. Write them down and put them in a safe place and come back with me on Thursday. Have a good night, guys. Bye.